City and the 2012 NBA Finals. A thunderous crowd saw OKC take Game 1 with an explosive second half to stay undefeated at home in these playoffs. Kevin Durant and the Thunder magnificent in the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, for Miami, they've been down this road before, trailing each of their last two series. How do they respond to their latest deficit? Can they tie the series before heading back home to Miami? Good evening, everyone. Along with Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Green on hand, Doris Burke with us as well. And welcome to Game 2 of the NBA Finals. Tuesday night for the All-Stars Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. It was their very first NBA Finals game. They said they were a bit nervous before, but Jeff, they got over their jitters fairly well. An unbelievable second half to turn it around. They did it with energy, with tenacity, and oh yes, a little bit of talent as well.
Yeah, their efficiency in the second half was off the charts, but it was the raw athleticism that really set them apart. You look at this play. Kevin Durant got the ball 61 feet away from the basket. It took him 2 dribbles to cover that ground and finish it with strength and authority. And now see it real time. Just absolutely gliding to the basket. 6'11" guy shouldn't be allowed to do that. And then Russell Westbrook, look at where he is launching from. The extension and the touch. And again, the launching pad. Left foot takeoff, left hand finish, and then to see the balance and the touch, exquisite, Mike. A great performance by both players.
And that dynamic duo outscored the Heat in the second half, the entire Heat team. So the question now for Miami, how do they respond? As always for Miami, the play of Dwayne Wade is critical. It's that way every night. Now, he has had flashes of brilliance in these playoffs, but he's also had some subpar stretches. But for them to beat the Thunder, he has to be great, Jeff.
Well, the demise of Dwayne Wade has been greatly exaggerated. This guy has to shoulder a heavy burden at both ends of the floor. Defensively, he's going to be matched up against Russell Westbrook. He's got to contain the ball. And then offensively, get into pick and rolls with Chris Bosh, attack the rim, and then you also always have the bailout back to Bosh for the perimeter shot or the drive.
As we said, Miami's been in this position before. And LeBron James in those 2 games when they've trailed the series, Game 4 at Indiana, Game 6 in Boston, look at the numbers he put up. We'll see how he responds in his team tonight. Tip-off for Game 2 coming up next. The Miami Heat, the more desperate team tonight after losing Game 1. And as you saw in the starting lineups, Chris Bosh back in with the starters. As the ball goes out of bounds, Thunder ball. And this is the first time all season that these 5 started together, with Bosh at the 5 and Battier and LeBron James in the front court. Jeff, you're not surprised Bosh in the starting lineup at all?
Absolutely not, and also not surprised by the fact that LeBron James is guarding Durant right off the bat.
Ibaka, a little further out than he normally shoots. Perkins the offensive rebound.
And that's the way to take advantage of a strength matchup.
Durant wide open. Another offensive board, but not controlled by Perkins. And it's Thunder ball. Spanish language version of today's game presented by ESPN Deportes. Use the SAP function on your television. As we said, LeBron James in the 2 games this year in these playoffs that they've been trailing in a series, he has put up incredible numbers. That's a kick ball. How will he start the game? Will he look for his offense first? Will he get his teammates involved? He's always talked about he reads what the defense gives him.
And they went to Wade in a high pick and roll with Bosh. That can be very effective.
Wade on the drive, gets to the rim, kicks it out. Battier is open, and that's a 3. James Battier, who had 4 3-pointers in Game 1, starts off hot to begin Game 2.
Great play by Wade to get in the paint, draw the extra defenders, and knock in the 3.
Good save by Cephalosha. Westbrook tries again. The pull-up jumper from Westbrook rattles in and out. Ibaka couldn't control it. Chalmers ahead to Wade. Eric Spoelstra said, we have to play our game offensively, that they played their game too easily as LeBron James gets inside and lays it in. And when he meant that, he meant getting the ball in the paint and less jumpers, right?
Exactly. They shot far too many jumpers. 44. They need to get to the basket and live at the free throw line to get the game at the pace they wanted it.
The 44 jumpers that the coaching staff charts was the most they've had in any playoff game this year. Westbrook short. And the 18 free throw attempts by Miami was the fewest they've had in the playoffs this year, as the Thunder defense was just terrific. Durant on James. Off the glass. Perkins the rebound. Quick outlet to Sefolosha. Thunder in fast break points in game one outscored Miami 24-4. An incredible number considering how good Miami is at that. However, the Thunder off the mark to start. They've missed their first 5 shots from the field. Wade, nice sidestep. Chalmers from the corner. That three-pointer won't go. Bosh the offensive rebound. Battier from straight on. Bosh the tip won't go. Perkins battling. Sefolosha comes up with it.
But Wade's off to a great start at both ends, creating plays for other players and defending Westbrook.
Durant off the dribble. Please be seated, capacity crowd.
It won't be there long.
All game one throughout. Wade drives inside, layup misses it. The tip by Bosh won't go. Wade gets it back, blocked by Durant.
But all these plays are great for Dwayne Wade. The random cut, the layup attempt, getting back up for a second jump on the offensive board. Right now, he's in the paint, and that's exactly where Miami needs him.
Wade sets up. Again, drives down the lane and throws it down. An impressive start from Wade. And the Miami Heat, they lead by 5. Wade has a couple of assists. And that's his first bucket. Durant trying to draw the foul. Sefolosha into Perkins. Battier on him. Perkins doubled. Flips it up. Goes up short. Rebound. Right back to Perkins. Another offensive board. Pulling off Westbrook, drives inside, scoop layup, missed it. Perkins another offensive rebound. He's fouled before the putback. And Oklahoma City will take it out of bounds. They're just 1 of 8 to start, and they've got a couple of second shot opportunities.
The initial defense is tremendous by Miami, but they're having trouble with the bulk of Kendrick Perkins creating second shots. He's just so much bigger and stronger than Battier or the guy that switches off onto him.
Wade's first foul, so it makes the Thunder so tough. They can play big, they can play small. Ibaka inside to Perkins, and Perkins can't connect. He thought he got hit. Thunder do a good job getting back. Wade blocked by Ibaka. Then Westbrook comes the other way. Crossover move, kicks it out. Sefolosha. It's a little more in his range, but still can't get it to go. And the Thunder can't buy a basket right now as James drives hard. Sefolosha now on LeBron James. Deflected out of bounds. He took a shot in the face. Still Miami ball. How about Serge Ibaka? He didn't have a block in game one. And got it just before it hit the backboard.
Oh, he's got great timing.
Bosh down the lane. Fouled by Perkins. Ibaka had a block shot in every game for the past 3.5 months. First time it happened. He leads the NBA in the playoffs and led the NBA in shot blocking during the regular season.
Mike, Miami, the way they're attacking, they're putting their head down and going at the basket. And even when it leads to block shots by Ibaka, it is a great sign. And defensively, even though Oklahoma City has missed some shots that they could make, Eric Spoelstra has his guys putting their bodies in front of the ball. And that's exactly what has to happen. You have to make this starting lineup from Oklahoma City shoot the ball over the top, except for Durant.
And it's like you always say, the team that loses the previous game comes out with the desperation. Miami playing that way now. The key, can they sustain it? As Westbrook comes the other way, an early 7-point lead for the Heat. This is a Heat team that has shot 50% or better in their last 4 playoff games. The last 3 against the Spurs and game 1 against Miami. Struggling right now. That one off the mark. Perkins, another offensive rebound. Deflected by Chalmers. Throws it ahead to Bosh. Bosh against Durant. Sidesteps, puts it in, and a foul. And Durant's going to pick up his first. It's 11-2 Heat.
Well, good deflection and save by Chalmers. And then Bosh. Look at the athleticism of Bosh to avoid the contact and the charge against Durant and then take the hit and finish with strength.
Well, Bosh back in the starting lineup already with 4 points and 3 rebounds. Remember, game 1 started Miami's way. They were up by 11 in the first quarter in game 1. And a loose ball foul on the missed free throw. I believe it's against Ibaka. That's his first. Scott Brooks loved the way his team responded in the second half. Another come-from-behind win. Chalmers gets past Westbrook, misses the layup. Perkins with his 5th rebound already. Westbrook hits inside, back to Perkins, mishandles it. Ibaka tried to get it away, takes it away and throws it down. And a timeout call by Oklahoma City. A 13-2 start as the Miami Heat in attack mode.
It's all started with Dwayne Wade at both ends. The extra effort, and when he's at the basket like this, Miami is a special team.
You know, I got an opportunity last year to get close to it, but I wasn't able to hold it the way I wanted to. You know, every time I get a chance to see the trophy, it brings back the memories of, you know, what it took to get it. You know, how hard it was, but how satisfying it was.
Welcome back to Oklahoma City, where the Miami Heat are off to a sensational start. And as I talked to LeBron James about this morning, they were adamant that Dwayne Wade get off to a very solid start. And there was one particular area on the floor that they were hoping to get him to. They wanted him to catch it with a live dribble on the high pick and roll. Eric Spoelstra mentioned that exact play. So much has been made of the burden that LeBron James has carried, both in productivity and in minutes. LeBron told me this morning, he said, I told D-Wade I need him to be D-Wade. Look, he looks pretty good to start, guys.
Well, terrific start so far, Doris. Westbrook gets inside. Can't finish. Battier on the rebound. Westbrook got underneath him and is called for the loose ball foul. So Westbrook picks up his first.
And he's off to a tough start shooting the ball, but on that play, he did a great job of splitting the big, avoiding the charge. And that's a left-handed shot that we saw in the game 1 that he can make.
Well, Westbrook in the first quarter of game 1 was 1 for 5 as he gets leveled by a legal screen by Battier. He's 0 for 5 in the first quarter. Then another time where Oklahoma City trailing at home in the opening period. And they know they can come back, but you can't keep relying on that yet.
Yeah, at home, sometimes you get away with stuff and you get in the habits of thinking you're ready, but you're not ready for the intensity and passion that the other team is going to bring. And this starting lineup is a little bit limited scoring-wise. So they have to be on it defensively.
Durant thought he was fouled. Again, the Thunder 9-0 at home as Battier nails another 3, his second three-pointer. It's 16-2. This crowd a bit stunned. They were so fired up like they were in game 1. Even the Heat players were talking about how loud the crowd was. Mario Chalmers said it reminded him of Allen Fieldhouse when he played at Kansas. Deflected by Chalmers, but Durant goes back to get it. Shot clock winding down. Durant drives, lost the ball. And 0.1 left for Oklahoma City. And as Harden is quickly going to come in, they need some offense.
Mike, the defense is swarming, and they're turning great defense into Good transition, early opportunities. Another three by Battier. And I like this move by Scott Brooks, downsizing and putting Durant at the 4.
They can only lob a tip in here with 1/10 of a second. And Durant, that won't count. It's with the new tenths of a second on the 24-second shot clock. You can tell on that now. So Miami will inbound. And you see the start. And there's double up from what they did in game 1. Of course, they came back with a great second half. Well, Miami playing at least defensively to start at a different level and attacking on the offensive end. James. Durant already has a foul. James puts it up and in. It's 18-2.
Great force offensively and the ball movement. James with that post move always wants to get back to his right-hand jump hook.
Bosh with the foul. Let's listen to the Scott Brooks huddle as Bosh picks up his first.
Guys, they're playing harder than us. There's no other way to explain it. They're playing harder than us. They came out looking to attack all of you guys. All of your pride has been attacked. So what are we going to do? Well, our defense got to get better, okay? The good thing about it, it's only 6 minutes into the game. We got 42 minutes to correct this. But it has to start now.
Well, it also helps when you knock down a three. As Harden, his first shot of the night. Harden just 5 points in game 1. Other players play big minutes, pick up the slack. James attacks and gets it to go.
But they gave him more room because Mario Chalmers cut to open up that driving gap. It's a little thing, but it's a big thing.
Another pass deflected. Westbrook is fouled. That's going to be the second on Bosh. Westbrook appeared like he was going to pass it off. And I think they're going to call it in the act of shooting. Yes, he's going to go to the free throw line.
And they called it on Battier.
Well, Battier and Bosh were right there. Well, you see Battier fouled him while he was on the floor, and then Bosh hit him as well. That's a good break for Miami. And as Battier now just has one and Bosh has one. And Westbrook to the line. What a second half he had as they missed their first free throw.
Well, good deflection by James. Good effort by Battier. Clearly fouled him on the arm. And Tony Brothers called the first foul. If he hadn't called that one, Bosh definitely did foul him.
Westbrook 1 for 2. Cephalosha now on James. Again, Durant picked up 1 foul. He's guarding Haslam. Harden is on Dwayne Wade. Inside to Wade. Durant picks him up on a screen. Durant picks up his second foul. Went for the fake. And Kevin Durant with 2 fouls with 3:40 remaining here in the first. He's looking down the bench. Scott Brooks discussing with Maurice Cheeks. Do we take him out? Nick Collison's at the scores table, but he was not going to come in. And there you see the replay. Now Derek Fisher gets up.
What a great shot fake. It's so hard to remain disciplined after Wade picks the ball. He starts it with a hard dribble, shows the shot. It looks exactly like his jump shot.
He's one of the best in the league.
It's just a terrific way to get to the free throw line.
And right away, Durant started looking down the bench. After discussion, Scott Brooks sits him down. Perkins sits down as well. So you've got Nick Collison, who was one of the key players in game 1. He's out there with Fisher, Harden, Cephalosha, and Westbrook. Collison already with a rebound.
And Mike, if you're Miami, the subconscious mentality would be take a deep breath and exhale. Durant's got 2 fouls. Everything looks good, but this is a dangerous team.
And Harden is a dangerous player. Again, a subpar offensive performance for him. He said he did other things well, and his teammates picked up the slack. But already with 5 points, that was his total for game 1. Sefolosha did such a fine job on LeBron James in the fourth quarter. James, though, makes a Lavezzi quick move. And LeBron James now with 8 points already.
They are going to the post more than they did in game one, which allows them to get the pace under control.
Westbrook, nice move, can't finish. Picked up by Wade. Westbrook 0 for 6 from the field. Wade on the pull-up, knocks it down. The Heat have come out with a vengeance here in the first quarter. A 17-point lead.
This is felonious assault and battery right now.
Collison to Westbrook. That was almost too strong. What a nice pass from Nick Collison.
Harden and Collison played very well together, and then the extra pass by Collison to the cutting Russell Westbrook.
And Miami will call a timeout. Attack, attack, attack. That's been the game plan early for the Miami Heat.
Well, face up, drives at baseline, and then the strong left-hand reverse layup. And then Dwayne Wade, given a cushion by Fisher, rises up and knocks it home.
ESPN's presentation of the 2012 NBA Finals on ABC.
Performance to start this game. Wade, James.
You see those two outscoring the Thunder so far, much like Westbrook and Durant outscored the entire Heat team in the second half of game one. James Jones has come on for Miami. Jones did not play game one, had a migraine. Norris Cole also checks in. Cole, the rookie. James short that time, rebound to Westbrook. So already the rotation for the Miami Heat is lengthened. Cole and James neither played in game one. Harden looking for an opening. Haslem. 6 to shoot. Harden the crossover, the step back, the bucket. Harden is hot, 3 for 3. I think the crowd's back into it.
They're never out of it.
Offensive foul on the screen. Udonis Haslem. That's his first. The Beards are out. Westbrook guarded by James now. Lobs the pass to Harden. Harden pulls up. Too strong. And Haslem the rebound. Mike Miller is also in now for Miami. Well, LeBron James said that both he and Dwayne Wade needed a little rest. And Eric Spoelstra putting in some reserves a little earlier than he did in game one. James to drive. Nice defensive play from Sefolosha. It's still Miami ball with 3.4 to shoot.
Great offensive adjustment by Eric Spoelstra, though. More cutters on the isolations and the post-ups so that the help can't be as early.
James has to shoot quickly. Can't connect. Harden the rebound. Thunder look to push. Sefolosha gets the pass. Can't finish, and Miller the rebound. And then there's a foul called. I believe it's on Westbrook, and that's 2 on Westbrook. So it looked like a dunk. Sefolosha thought he got hit. Then Westbrook commits his second foul.
Tremendous advance pass by Harden. Sefolosha takes it hard.
There's contact there.
He went strong. And that's Westbrook's second foul, 94 feet away from your defensive basket.
So the two All-Stars, the dynamic duo of Oklahoma City, both with 2 first-quarter fouls. And Miller hits the free throw down the other end as they're in the penalty.
Again, that's an ill-advised foul right there. He's so valuable to the team. You just can't have your stars take undisciplined fouls, particularly that far away from the basket and in the penalty.
Lead back up to 15. Harden fires a three, and he got hit. I was going to say he rushed it, and that's probably why he thought he felt some contact coming on. It didn't look like a good shot, but he's going to go to the line for 3 fouls.
Scott Brooks loves Harden and Collison playing together. A little hand back. Some definitive contact on that jump shot. And Harden's at the line for 3 shots.
The NBA's 6th man of the year, scored the most points off the bench. And teammates kid him. They say he's the old man of the team. Plays slow, like a throwback player. But he is really their #1 playmaker. Westbrook, certainly the point guard, but he's an attacking, scoring point guard. The offense sometimes runs its best when he's running the show.
Well, you've seen that in fourth quarters of big games, where they'll give him the ball to run high pick and roll, and he's extremely effective.
It's the second one. The NBA Finals schedule after tonight shifts to Miami for games 3, 4, and 5. Right now, game 5 if necessary. Sunday, an earlier start, 8 Eastern. Tuesday, 9 o'clock Eastern. Same thing for Thursday. All the games on ABC in the 2-3-2 format. Harden, what a start for him. 10 points in 5 minutes, and they have needed every single one of them.
And Mike, one of the negatives of Bosch starting is it's hard to keep always 2 of their top 3 players on the floor at the same time. When you bring them off the bench, it's easier. But they felt this was a good time, down 1-0, to bring him back. But this is a little bit more limited offensive team right now.
James drives it. Sefolosha gets past, misses, blocked. Ibaka got a piece of it. Sefolosha to Fisher, puts it up with the buzzer, off the mark. And that will end the first period. Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook in foul trouble. The Thunder struggling, shooting just 5 of 20 from the field, as Miami came out like an avalanche. LeBron James, 8 points in the first quarter. And perhaps more importantly for the Heat, 7 points for Dwayne Wade, attacking to the basket. We've played 1, and the Heat in front.
Mike, thank you. What about that first 12 minutes of defense? What were you doing so well?
Well, playing more to our personality. We're an aggressive, physical defensive team, for better, for worse, everything in between. Now we just have to continue that.
Dwayne Wade spent an awful lot of time at the rim. How's he getting there?
Much more aggressive with his mentality. We want him to attack, even if there's a couple mistakes with that attack. It's great to see him like that.
Again, Doris, Spoelstra said we have to play our game offensively, but you really have to give so much of the credit, Jeff, to the Thunder defense in game 1.
Oh, there's no question. Sometimes we overlook how good another team plays.
It's Haslem on the follow.
And they defended very well. And that was good initial defense. But even by LeBron James missing, the second defender had to come to help, which opened up the offensive board for Haslem.
Right, if you're Scott Brooks, you've got your 2 star players with 2 fouls. Obviously, as Fisher lines up a 3-pointer, that won't go. Ibaka the rebound. And he's fouled by LeBron James. How long do you have those guys sit on the bench with the 2 fouls?
Well, they had an earlier rest. I think you read the situation. If this group plays well, you maybe can give them more time, but certainly you don't want to give them too much time over there as Ibaka goes to the free throw line.
And you see Eric Maynor, who was their backup point guard last year and this year, tore up his knee early this season, out for the season. Terrific backup point guard. One of the reasons they needed somebody like Derek Fisher. Scott Brooks loves what Fisher did, but we can't wait to have Maynor back hopefully next year. That foul was on LeBron James. And how about Ibaka's block?
Well, look at this attack by James. They meet at the summit. Great timing by Ibaka. But then, you know what, Mike? You can't co-op Dikembe Mutombo's finger wag just because you're both from Africa.
No,
you got to ask permission from Mount Mutombo.
That's the great Mutombo's move as Ibaka hits his second. By the way, Ibaka, his block per game average this year, which was 3.65, highest in the NBA in 11 years. Theo Ratliff was the last one to average that high. A minute gone by here in the second. Wade floats it up and in. What a different player, especially in the first half, where Wade has struggled in a number of games in the postseason.
But you're seeing it start on the defense. The bodies are in front of the ball. There's help. Just like that, great block by Wade.
The rookie Cole sidestep and banks it in. Cole, the rookie from Cleveland State who did not play in game one, gets his first NBA Finals points.
Well, they trust this young guy. They trust his energy, they trust his pureness of spirit, and that he can guard the ball.
Sefolosha kicks it out to Fisher. That's a two-pointer from Fisher, knocks it down. Durant set to check back in. Fisher played very well. 6 points, 3 rebounds, hard-nosed defense in game one. Wade again looking. Nice feed inside to Haslem, knocked away by Fisher. Fisher out to Sefolosha for 3. And Sefolosha with the steal, an ill-advised pass. Well, you ask every member of the Thunder how they get back in the game, how they turn around a 13-point deficit in game one. They'll all say it was their defense, especially in the third quarter. Harden. And Harden draws the foul on LeBron James. He sold it. That's going to be 2 on James, who was not happy with Udonis Haslem after the play.
But what an intelligent offensive play by Harden. He tempted him, bringing the ball way out in front of him, like Detlef Schrempf, who used to play in Seattle and Indiana, showing the ball way out in front. James tries to strip it, but comes across his arms.
So James will sit with 2 fouls after his hot start. Durant set to come back in with his 2. As Harden will go to the free throw line. Harden, an excellent free throw shooter. In fact, he led the NBA in fourth quarter free throws. It's a guy coming off the bench. But even though he came off the bench to start the game, he was on the court. Crunch time almost every night for this Thunder team. Durant back in, Collison sits. Well, it's Norris, Cole, Wade, Udonis Haslem, Battier, and Bosh out there for Miami. This is already Harden's 5th free throw attempt. He's only played 7 minutes. He's got 12 points. So some key guys with 2 fouls. It's like that Boston-Miami game when you had Pierce and LeBron James fouling out. Good help defense from Ibaka, poked away by Harden, knocked out of bounds. Still Miami ball, 6 to shoot.
Well, they're trying to send Wade to the baseline on the pick and roll, and then they're rotating across to Bosh. This is good team defense. Doing a great job of clogging the paint.
Harden having some kind of conversation with Tony Brothers. Battier looks, finds Bosh. And Bosh nails the jump shot. His 2nd field goal.
Tremendous execution of the baseline out of bounds play to get Bosh a wide open catch and shoot shot with only 6 seconds on the shot clock.
Durant has Wade on him now. Ibaka. 4 to shoot. Ibaka trying to move, flips it up and in. That's his improvement offensively we've seen. A couple of years ago, he couldn't do that.
Well, he loves to get back to his right hand. And that was a good finish.
Fisher with a body check. Bosh down the lane, blocked by Ibaka. His 3rd rejection of the game. Harden, Durant for 3. Sefolosha the rebound. Harden trying to draw the foul. Ball bounced right back to him off the deflection. And James Harden has 14 points off the bench. Timeout Miami. Instant offense from the 6th man of the year and some strong defense as well.
Well, just great offensive move by Bosh, but checkmated by the length and athleticism of Ibaka. And then sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Loose ball pickup by Harden, and he has over half of the Thunder points.
LeBron James on the bench with 2 fouls.
How about Phil Mickelson and Bubba Watson blowing up today?
Big numbers. Battier deflected by Harden, knocked out of bounds by Sefolosha. Now we've seen your Thunder respond with extra tenacity defensively. But they're still down 10 here in the second.
But Miami's really made great offensive adjustments in what they're running, where they're getting the ball, how tight they're getting it to the lane line when they're posting.
Wade, a hand in his face, off the mark, Durant the rebound. Harden. Bosh gets right up on him. Durant again on the pull-up, in and out. Ibaka tips it out. Can Fisher get it in time? Yep. You can go in the backcourt off the tip after a miss. Durant dribbles it off the foot of Battier, so a kick ball. And they'll inbound with 16 to shoot. Shane Battier, who when he guards Durant, he does that usually, puts the hand right up in the eyes, shields the eyes. They asked Durant about it. He said, I absolutely hate it. I can't imagine anybody liking it. This time using his foot.
But if you're Kevin Durant against Battier, he's doing the right thing, trying to go by him off the dribble.
Battier punting him. Ibaka tries the jump shot. There's again the offensive improvement of Serge Ibaka. 6 points, couple of rebounds, and 3 very impressive block shots. It's an 8-point game. Wade temporarily silences the crowd. James with his 2 fouls set to check back in. Westbrook also still with 2 fouls on the bench for OKC. Durant looking for an opening on the pull-up jumper. Gets that to go, his second field goal. Takes a look at Tom Washington as if to say, I think I got hit there. He's even polite when he disagrees.
He just does a great job of balancing up and getting his shot off. As Wade gets another good look, and Bosh does a great job of tracking the ball.
Sefolosha right up on Chalmers, tried to throw it off him. Ibaka and Bosh run for it. Bosh touched it first, and it's a backcourt violation. Bosh now telling the Chalmers, bounce pass, bounce pass. Good hustle from Ibaka.
And if Ibaka touches that first, it's a loose ball. It's not a backcourt violation. It looked like they both touched the ball somewhat simultaneously.
And they're mopping up all the sweat on the floor after they both crashed to the floor.
Well, this is just terrific balance. Gets to his spot, got hit on the elbow, hand in the face, and then said, please, could you watch the contact, sir?
Meanwhile, Derek Fisher says it's still wet on the court. Smart play from Fisher. And the officials quickly bring out the ball boys to mop it up. Make sure nobody gets hurt. Scott Brooks has watched his team start slowly again. They were down 13 in the first half of game 1. Trailed by as many as 17 here in the first half of game 2.
And down 15 at half in the closeout game against San Antonio.
Harden to Fisher. Tough pass. Ibaka back out Westbrook, who just checked back in. The mid-range jumper from Westbrook is short, and he's just 1 of 8 from the field. Wade nearly stolen by Fisher inside the Bosh. Bosh blocked again. And they're going to count the basket. Did it hit the backboard first? It didn't appear.
Durant blocked it first, and then Ibaka cleaned it up.
They're going to count it 2 points, I believe.
Durant gets a piece, it hits the backboard, and then Ibaka hits it off the board. So the initial block there, I
don't think that's the right call.
No, I don't
because of the
either.
initial block. Now, if he had not touched it, if Durant had not touched it and Ibaka did, then yes, but the official's discussing the play right now.
Where is official guru Joe Borgia when you need him? Because I have no idea if the first block takes precedent on the second block and makes that not a goaltending violation. Because if the first shot had hit the backboard and then it had been knocked away, it's a definite goaltending.
Durant misses. I've never seen that. Battier steps up for three. Shane Battier, again, his third three-pointer. He has been red hot recently. Now in his last 6 games, he's 16 for 29 from downtown. He went that long stretch where he was struggling. And now he's close to automatic, and it's back to 13 with 5.5 remaining in the second.
Well, again, in transition, Dwayne Wade searches out the shooter Shane Battier. He gets his feet set, and he knocks it in.
17 points in game 1 for Battier, 9 points already here in game 2. And the Heat back up by 13.
He represents the pinnacle of hard work. Every kid sits in his driveway and counts down 3, 2, 1, NBA champions, and you run around the driveway holding the trophy up. I guarantee you, every player has had that fantasy.
Shane Battier trying to help the Heat win a championship. Would be his first NBA title. And boy, is he doing his job from three-point range. He had 4 threes in game 7 against Boston, 4 threes in game 1 against Oak City, and 3 more tonight so far. And now defending Kevin Durant. LeBron James back in with his 2 fouls. Westbrook jump shot. Gets it to go. Just his second field goal. And a lead back to 10 for Miami.
And LeBron James is guarding Derek Fisher because of those 2 fouls.
Wade drives at Harden. Reaching foul on Harden. That's going to be his first. And Wade will get to the line. Nice job from Wade. Helping up some of the camera people and photographers sitting along the baseline.
Well, this is just a straight isolation. Again, he's always going right to left crossover.
He'll go to the line. He gets help from Tom Washington and helps. He's a little different style with Dennis Rodman.
I think he got a little help from the other officials, too, with that call.
If fans agreed, they saw the replay on the big screen. Then you see this crowd, just an amazing atmosphere here in Oklahoma City. And as Wade hits a couple, 13 first half points. We've told you time and time again throughout the conference finals and so far in the finals how he's been struggling in the first half. He has turned it around at least for game 2. Fisher. Harden tries again. In and out. That one halfway down. And Chalmers quickly the other way. Wade, the step back. Durant snatches the rebound. And a foul on the way down the floor. I believe it's on Wade. That's 2 on Dwayne Wade. As we've gotten a little contact with James Harden in transition. Obviously, he doesn't understand the call. There you see it on the left side. Just kind of put that left arm up, but wasn't much there.
Oh, come on now. I got to have a 911 call with Steve Javie right now, our new referee ESPN commentator.
Ball kicked by Battier. Shot clock goes from 13 to 14. Norris Cole's going to come back in. Steve Javie, welcome to the ESPN family. One of the great referees who had to retire because of a knee injury.
I'm still saying we should have put Steve Javie on a Segway and let him referee for as long as he wants. He's that good a play caller.
Chalmers drives. Good defense from Ibaka. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Chalmers, who thought he got bumped. And Oklahoma City regains possession. There was some contact here for sure.
Well, I don't think it was a foul. Was it deflected off of Ibaka? That's the question.
Westbrook, nice feed. Durant throws it down. What a pretty setup for Russell Westbrook. And it's back to 10. Miami's been impressive in the first half. First quarter, that is. Struggled to start the second. How will they finish this second period? James floats it up. Blocked by Ibaka. Bosh to fake and throws it down. Good second effort from the Heat and Chris Bosh.
Great shot fake by Bosh to negate Ibaka's second effort to block his shot. He got James's.
Westbrook sidesteps and they'll jump it up. Gets stuck there in the ring in the backboard. Oh, center court, any two can jump as Ibaka and Bosh having words.
Well, great block by Ibaka. Good effort by Bosh. Shows the shot and then finishes with the right-hand dunk.
That's the fourth block shot from Serge Ibaka. Well, again, any two can jump in this situation.
And look at Miami's lineup. 2 point guards with Chalmers and Cole. They are really just mixing and matching, trying to keep enough offense, quickness, and energy on the floor.
Ibaka wins the tip. I can't imagine those two have played together very often this year. Harden gets inside. Layup blocked by Bosh. Ahead to Cole. Nice pass. And Cole, the layup. Somebody got a piece of it. I think it was Cephalosha. Great recovery from the Thunder. Cephalosha throws it. Bad pass. Bosh with the steal. James drives, powers in, and gets the layup to go. And it's back to 14. Pass the ball, Scott Brooks is yelling. Bosh now defending Durant. Durant coming way out to have to get the ball.
Set some screens, guys!
Pump fakes, puts up a three. And not a great shot that time from Durant.
The switch of Bosh on the pin down flattened him out as Chalmers knocks in the transition three.
And a three-pointer puts it back to 17, equaling the largest lead of the first half. Miami once again hot from three-point range in the first half of these finals. They're 4 of 6.
Well, it started with good individual defense by Bosh, a transition opportunity, missed assignment, Chalmers knocks it in, and the play before, LeBron James just powers through in transition. Miami on a 7-0 run.
ESPN's presentation of the 2012 NBA Finals on ABC. Brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. And Warner Brothers Pictures' The Dark Knight Rises, in theaters everywhere July 20th.
The key there is you can't block it on its upward motion, but after the initial block on its downward motion, and that should have been ruled a clean block and Oklahoma City ball. Here you see the 7-0 run. It's back up to 17. Westbrook. Cephalosha will try a three. Gets back to go. Just 3 of 12 from downtown now as Cephalosha makes it a 14-point game.
Good attack by Westbrook, finding Cephalosha for the corner three.
James on the attack. Goes at Durant. Up and under won't go. Rebound tip. Taken by Bosh. Knocked away by Harden. Bosh falling down. Bosh has been all over the place. Excellent first half.
There's going to be a huge wet spot right there.
Chalmers can't get it to go. Bosh, the follow misses. Bosh already has 10 rebounds to go with 10 points. Westbrook with the rookie Cole on him. And Cole with the foul. Norris Cole looks like he's about 14 out there. Either had a nice rookie season, going to be a nice player. And as Westbrook goes to the line, we remind you of the State Farm halftime report coming up. With Magic, Michael Wilbon, John Barry, Chris Broussard. There's the guys already. The makeup's on. Suits look nice. Westbrook hits that. Wade back in. You know, Westbrook, we were talking to Scott Brooks before the game. He said he's never going to be John Stockton. He's never going to be Mo Cheeks, one of his assistant coaches. But there are a lot of players out there who are never going to be Russell Westbrook. And you talked about this in game one. He has handled the growth of his young point guard very well.
Tremendous. And I think Westbrook's handled himself extremely well.
James, little jab step. Shot clock down to 7. Backs up with Ibaka on him. James drives past him, head fake, puts it up, banks it in.
And again, with a shot blocker like Ibaka, you have to show him the shot, which James did after coming to the jump stop.
Westbrook powers, kicks it out. Sefolosha up top hard, wide open three. Bang!
See, to me, you don't rotate to Sefolosha off Harden. You stun at him, you fake at him, you make Sefolosha be the shooter and live with his occasional threes.
17 for Harden in the first half. He had 5 total in game one. James drives, draws the foul on Ibaka. And it's going to be his second. And LeBron James will go to the free throw line for the first time tonight.
Well, Russell Westbrook does a good job attacking, getting in the lane. Sefolosha, nice touch pass to Harden. I just don't think you run to Sefolosha. If you're Mario Chalmers there, to me, you stun at Sefolosha, try to break his rhythm. But if he is going to be the jump shooter and he knocks it in, so be it. Not James Harden.
James hits the free throw.
James, after a switch, crosses Ibaka over, shows him the shot, gets him off his feet, and lays it in.
Jeff, what did Eric Spoelstra say in game one? They had 44 jumpers, more than they've had in any playoff game. And it was, what, just 20 layups. They've had more than half of that, I think, here in the first half.
Right, their goal is 30 layups, 30 free throws.
You saw the number of points in the paint. 13-point game. Got a 3-second difference shot clock and game clock. Westbrook goes past Cole and wisely draws contact. And the rookie picks up his second foul. Westbrook right back to the line.
And he probably went a little bit early. He shot the ball with 7 seconds left on the shot clock. So he's going to get his 2 free throws. But it's going to give Miami the last shot, and good strength by Westbrook, and the ability to hear the whistle and get the shot up is so critical.
Well, Cole will sit down. Wade comes back in. Fisher also reports back in for the Thunder for the final 11 seconds.
And Oklahoma City takes Durant out with 2 fouls, just like Miami did with Wade on James's last free throw attempt.
Durant had the 2 quick fouls, just 6 points in the first half. Right now a 12-point game. James to Bosh, nice pass. Bosh hit from behind. And the buzzer sounds ending the second quarter. Kevin Durant in foul trouble, just 3 of 9 from the field. Russell Westbrook just 2 of 10. He had some early foul trouble. Both picked up those 2 fouls in the first quarter and had to sit. As Miami went up by as many as 17, a great start. And one of the better first halves for Dwayne Wade. He had 13 points. He's with Doris.
Dwayne, what about the way the offense unfolded allowed you and Chris and LeBron all to be productive in the same half?
We just gave each other some space. The court was open a little bit. I think Coach did a great job of making some adjustments from the first game, and we was all being able to attack.
What about your defense do you need to sustain in the second half?
That's what's going to win this game for us. You know, it's a good offensive team. We can't give them second chance points. We can't come out in the second half and turn the ball over. So if we're going to win, it's going to be on the defensive end.
Thank you. Mike.
All right, Doris. You coaches love when they talk defense first. They were attacking from the opening tip. That's what Wade said. He's going to be much more aggressive than he was right from the start. He had 13. LeBron James had 14. And the guys will talk about it on the State Farm halftime report. Miami had the lead by 7 in game 1. but fell short. They've got a 12-point lead at halftime of game 2. Here in Oklahoma City, Chris Bosh to the first half. Terrific. 10 points, 10 rebounds as Miami tries to even up the NBA Finals at 1 apiece. Halftime in Oak City, 55-43. By KFC, some good balance. The big 3 from Miami. Bosh, the 10 points, 10 rebounds. Battier once again knocking down 3-pointers, and all going well for the Miami Heat. Now, of course, Oklahoma City's had some big comebacks in the playoffs. Where would they be in this game without James Harden?
Well, they would be in a hole without Ibaka and Harden. Ibaka sparked them defensively by protecting the basket. Look at this. Great block shot on a super attack by James. And then offensively, gave him some post points on a nice reverse, but it was James Harden. 17 first half points. The drive here, the step back against the bigger Udonis Haslem, and this guy is a big-time offensive talent.
Again, really never got in the flow. He was in some foul trouble in game 1, but explosive. He's had some huge games in these playoffs. Again, always coming off the bench. He had a 30-point game against San Antonio in the conference finals. Bosh gets it down low. Perkins bumps him before any shot attempt. Yeah, that's going to be Perkins' second foul.
And good read by Wade as Perkins bumped the cut of LeBron James. Wade saw it and threw it over the top to Bosh.
Now, the third quarter throughout these playoffs has been huge, but from Miami, perhaps more than any other team. They played 19 games so far in the postseason. In 17 of those games, the team that won the third quarter won the game. It's been a huge turnaround throughout. And Perkins the rebound. And it certainly was the case in game 1, where the Thunder turned around a 7-point deficit to take the lead heading into the fourth. Durant trying to get himself going. First shot of the half goes down. It's back to 10.
But Battier, when he switches, has to be up into Durant, not allowing him to walk into a pull-up jump shot.
Durant on James. Nobody has 3 fouls in this game. Plenty with 2. James, he made a couple of those in the fourth quarter the other night. That left-handed shot.
They switched Perkins onto him off the pick and roll. He attacked. Good left-hand finish. And he beat Ibaka because he took off the left foot to break his shot blocking rhythm.
Durant starting way out. Gets to the foul line. Nice feed to Ibaka. Ibaka's fouled. If they call it on Bosh, that would be his second. And Ibaka will go to the line.
Well, you'll see James get the switch of Perkins onto him. And now he wants to back up and attack Perkins. Perkins does a pretty good job, but that left hand and left foot takeoff beat the shot blocker. And Mike, if I'm Miami with this starting lineup of Oklahoma City, to keep my aggression high, I'm going to think about trapping Durant and Westbrook some right off the bat, because they're playing 2 bigs and Sefolosha, who's more of a defensive player. When they then downsize to only 1 big, you have to back off of that trapping because there's so much more shooting on the floor.
Well, let's see what they do as we check in with Doris.
A laundry list of things from Scott Brooks at the half, Mike. On the offensive end, he said we need more action to the rim by setting better screens, playing with more force, and getting dribble penetration. Defensively, he said we did not match up well in transition. We allowed them to split our screens, or split us when we tried to trap the pick and rolls. He said we allowed them to post up and get too much action at the rim too easily. We need to play with more force. He loved, though, that they just took that 17-point deficit in chunks. We'll see if they cut it in here.
Well, they force a turnover, Doris. Westbrook fouled and throws it up at the basket. Let's see if they count it in the act of shooting. Tom Washington and Tony Brothers will discuss it. This is the kind of play they were not calling this year, as players would just throw it up as soon as they felt contact, and I think they're going to take it out of bounds.
Well, Chalmers fouled right there before he was in the act of shooting. Smart basketball play by Mario Chalmers.
That was one of the good changes in the rules this year about not just giving automatic 2 shots. After the initial contact, Durant drives on James, gets inside, offensive foul. That's his third. As Battier steps in and draws the charge, he leads the team in that department in these playoffs.
Well, Battier comes over. That's a good call. Good take by Durant.
Battier having a whale of a game. James gets inside, blocked by Sefolosha. James right back up and in. And he's got 18 points. The lead is 13.
He's made more left-handed shots tonight than I remember at any other time.
Got about 4 or 5. Again, he had a couple in the fourth quarter. As we have a foul away from the basket, it's going to be LeBron James. So he has 3, and Durant have 3.
Which forces Battier to now guard Durant. Good block by Sefolosha. Good recovery by James in the left-hand finish.
Westbrook trying to get on track. He had a superb second half in game 1 as Battier gets over aggressive. That's his second foul. And already 4 team fouls for Miami. Remember, this is the best free throw shooting team in the NBA, the Thunder.
And this is one you have to back off of, because you put a team like Oklahoma City to the free throw line an inordinate amount of times, it hurts your own transition and offense.
Westbrook for 3. Russell Westbrook struggling shooting early. Makes it a 10-point game. He had a huge third quarter, 12 points in the third quarter in game 1. Finished with 27. Wade fakes, Sefolosha doesn't bite. Now gets on LeBron James. James spins, left hand again. This time won't go, but a foul. And Sefolosha does not like the call, but he picks up his first. And James to the line again.
It is so hard to officiate super strong players.
I don't think that was a foul.
And who'd they call that on?
Sefolosha. It looked like it was more Perkins coming in at the end.
But my point of these guys who are so strong, because contact that may move a less heavy guy doesn't impact these guys as much. And sometimes they don't get the benefit of the doubt. And again, I think he called that with a little shove in the back.
Oh, yeah, there it is. You see the left hand. I mean, he's so strong that sometimes the contact doesn't alter his course.
Right, which makes it very difficult to officiate these guys. And that's why inside players who are big and strong, like Shaquille O'Neal and Yao Ming, always took excessive hits because they just didn't move.
Durant fouled. You're very sympathetic to officials. You know.
In what way?
You've been very kind.
Well, that's what I am.
Compassionate.
Yeah. Listen, I tried to referee some practices. I know how hard it is.
Practices. I don't think that's a good barometer of what it's like out here.
Oh, yeah, because they can say whatever they want to you.
Meanwhile, Durant misses a free throw. That's the 15th foul. As Chalmers picked up his second. A reminder, NBA TV will host the first ever NBA Social Media Awards, celebrating NBA players, teams, and fans for their social engagement throughout the 2011-2012 NBA regular season. NBA Social Media Awards premieres June 20th at 9 Eastern on NBA TV. I believe Steve Nash got the Twitter award. I know you're...
I wonder what's more impressive to him, the social media or 2 MVPs.
Wade on the drive, on the pull-up, knocks it down, and Wade now with 15. 3.5 gone by here in the third. Durant, quick catch and shoot. Durant look it up at the score. How many we down by? They have trailed the entire game. Largest lead, 17 for Miami. Wade goes right, goes left, back right. Battier This time off the dribble, floats it up. That's good. Shane Battier, 4 for 5 from the field. He's in double figures for the second straight finals game.
That was good defense. They ran him off the three-point shot, made him put it down, and he had a nice little floater to his right hand.
Westbrook for 3. Won't go. Rebound Bosch, his 11th.
Very good defense by Wade. Not to overreact to the earlier 3 by Westbrook. Make him continue to shoot the ball over the top versus driving.
Westbrook shuts off Wade nicely. Wade tries again, gets to the rim, and lays it in with the left hand. And it's back up to 15. Scott Brooks not pleased with the defense there.
Yeah, because the ball got from the three-point line to the basket. There has to be more help.
Sefolosha fakes the 3. Back out Westbrook. And Westbrook was out of bounds when he caught it. 7th turnover for Oklahoma City.
And Westbrook worked really hard in this possession. Good initial defense. A little brush screen by Bosch. Kevin Durant has to put his body in front of that ball and make him kick it out to the perimeter.
This year in the playoffs at 2 games where they were trailing in the series against Indiana, Boston, both on the road, both huge wins. Back on the road again, trailing 1-0 here in the NBA Finals. And a strong performance so far. Chalmers trying to draw a foul. And a 24-second violation.
That was good defense the entire possession by Oklahoma City of keeping the ball out of the paint and in front of them.
There you see the second round conference semis against Indiana. They were down 2-1, won game 4 in Indiana. Facing elimination against Boston, won game 6 at the TD Garden. Westbrook splits the defense. Back out, Kevin Durant. That's a 3. Durant now with 13. And it's back to 12. Durant, 8 points already here in the 3rd period.
Very good play by Westbrook. Turning down a pretty good shot that he could have had for a great corner 3 by Durant.
Sefolosha back on LeBron James. Kicks it up top. Battier left wide open. Nails another. 2nd straight game. Battier with 4 3-pointers. He's been huge tonight again.
Tremendous spacing by Miami. Off the help in the post. And good pass by LeBron James.
Offensive foul. As Perkins upset, picks up his 3rd.
As James backs in, watch Mario Chalmers sprint in front of him and Battier replaced to the top. This is the type of spacing that leads to wide open jump shots. Shane Battier, 8 for 11 from 3 so far in these finals. Big time player, big time competitor.
3rd quarter, Shane Battier, what a finals he's had. Now 8 for 11 from 3-point range. And it's a 15-point lead for Miami with 5.5 to play here in the 3rd. Wade won't go. Battier trying to join a small group that's won an NCAA championship, did so at Duke, and an NBA championship. Because Miami Heat can come back and somehow win this series. Harden picked up nicely by Bosch, gets it inside to Perkins, rushed it, couldn't get it to go, knocked out of bounds by James.
And Oklahoma City has downsized, coming back with Harden, keeping Perkins in, moving Durant to the 4.
With this depth, Scotty Brooks with a lot of versatility. Harden had the big first half with 17 points. Wade gets up on him. Westbrook sees an opening, spots inside, kicks it back out. Extra pass for Sefolosha. Can't hit the 3, and Perkins is fouled by Haslam. Westbrook looked like he had a layup, but kicked it out.
But again, when he's getting into the paint, good things will eventually happen. He's had some tough breaks on some misses, but this penetration led to a nice extra pass for a Sefolosha 3, and Perkins wedging his way into the paint and draws the foul.
Perkins hits the free throw. I think Kendrick Perkins has the biggest disparity in the NBA in on-court personality and off-the-court personality. He is one of the meanest players in the league. Tough, always ready to be contentious, cantankerous. Off the court, one of the nicest guys you'll meet in the league. His teammates love him. But you won't see many smiles on the floor. Hit some free throws there. 13-point game. Wade and Westbrook. Westbrook doesn't bite on that fake. Chalmers gets in the lane. A little out of control. Lost it. Good help defense from Perkins, and they have 1.9 to shoot.
And Westbrook's a better individual defender than most people know. Did a very good job staying down on Wade's shot fake. Chalmers putting it onto the ground.
Perkins does a good job going straight up. Chalmers wanted a foul. Again, 1.9 to shoot. Battier tries another three. High arc, puts it up, hits the rim. Ball deflected out of bounds. It looked like it was touched by Wade last, and it's Thunder ball. A rare miss from downtown from Shane Battier, but he had to just hoist that up with the shot clock expiring. Westbrook finds the range and gets inside. Just a little move, and he's a blur to the basket. The lead cut to 11.
Well, your pick and roll coverage has to be tight against the speed of Westbrook. There, Haslam got caught on the wrong side of Perkins, which led to the attack and the left-hand layup by Westbrook.
ESPN.
Shane Battier has been terrific for the Miami Heat here in Game 2 on the road, a big part of their 11-point lead.
You always want hard, smart, and tough players, and Shane Battier fills those needs. Here, corner three off the brilliant Wade penetration, and then here's the smart and hard. Rotating over on the baseline drive by Durant to take the charge, and then noticing that LeBron James goes into his post move. Chalmers repositions and spaces. So too does Battier. Shooting the three from the corner was always his forte. He's now shooting at this point in the year the top of the key three better, which is a longer three-point shot.
He does a lot of things for this team, including he's the answer man in the locker room. Team has a question about current events or history. Ask Shane. That's what they all say. James inside. Pass deflected, picked up by Perkins. Tried to force it in. Here's Durant. Drives past Battier, lays it in. Nice adjustment. And it's back to single digits. Foul on Durant. It's going to be 4 on Kevin Durant.
And Mike, that's exactly the reason that they ran the screen on the ball with Durant's man, which was Battier, to get the switch they wanted and then to try to attack him and the foul trouble. James does a good job getting to his right hand. And this is a big decision for Scott Brooks. Leave him in, take him out.
Down by 10. What goes into the thought process here?
Time, score, and then the basketball IQ of your star.
Trust of the player.
Exactly, and I think this is the exact right move. You've got a little momentum. You're scoring the ball more efficiently so far. You got to be able to trust that he can play without fouling.
Well, those two have a terrific relationship. Westbrook drives fast and a block by Haslam. Westbrook thought it hit the glass first. Here comes James in the air, back to Battier.
5
Chalmers fakes a three. On the drive, inside, passed away. Won't go. James the rebound. And James is fouled. Lots of contact there. Both teams going after each other, and more free throws for Miami. Second on Sefolosha. This was some recovery.
That's a good block by Haslam. And a very good drive by Westbrook. And it turned in to a semi-transition opportunity for Miami. Wade on a cut, misses. James on a second shot. But, Mike, it's the energy. People always ask, well, what are the adjustments? The biggest adjustment so far in this game has been the discipline in transition, because Oklahoma City has 0 fast break points. The discipline to help defensively, and then the energy offensively to catch and go and attack.
And people say, well, why don't the Thunder have the same energy as game one? It's because Miami's the more desperate team. They're the one that lost game one, and this one means so much more to them right now. I shouldn't say so much more, but it's just human nature, right? You've always talked about that.
You have to fight human nature. You have to fight all your family telling you what a great game one was. Man, you got to move on to game two and know what you're up against.
Durant now sits with the 4th foul. Remember that driving layup before? That was actually the first fast break point that they had. They had 24 in game two. Nice pass inside. Perkins can't finish, goes back up again and throws it down. Perkins thought he got hit as well. It's that on-court demeanor we spoke of. 11-point Miami lead. Perkins on James. Sefolosha trying to help. Norris Cole to Haslam. 5 to shoot. James puts up a 3. Harden the rebound.
And you see on many possessions, Miami not sending anyone to the offensive board, so they're getting back.
Harden on the drive. Foul. Shot won't go. And he'll go to the line with 2:13 remaining. Game 2 of the 2012 NBA Finals. Oklahoma City won game 1 at home, trying to go up 2-0. But they trailed 18-2 to start the game. Miami came out. It was an avalanche to begin, led by as many as 17 points in the first quarter. Thunder have been trying to play catch-up. They've had some runs, but every time they get a little close, Miami gives themselves distance once again as Harden misses a free throw.
And Mike, the starting unit for Oklahoma City has to get together going into game 3 and talk about what's got to change. Game 6 against San Antonio. Game 1 against Miami. Game 2 against Miami. It's not a one-game thing. Now it's starting to become a trend, these slow starts at home.
Harden misses both free throws. Harden, a very good free throw shooter. And Miami's lead remains 11 as we come up on 2 minutes remaining in the third. Durant on the bench with 4 fouls. James the drive, gets it to go. He's got 26.
And Oklahoma City has to be giving their help right now off Norris Cole.
Cole on Westbrook. Tough matchup for the rookie. Westbrook shot in and out. The rebound, Chris Bosh. He has 13 boards.
That was well defended by Cole.
James to Cole. The rookie puts up the 3. In and out. Rebound Harden tips it. And Westbrook comes up with it. Westbrook drives right at LeBron James and lays it in. James with the 3 fouls, backed off.
But again, with Westbrook driving it that hard, there's got to be a second body to step over. Good finish by Westbrook.
Bosh. Sefolosha trying to fight over the screen. Ball goes through the hands of Bosh. Harden picks it up. Harden runs right into Cole and an offensive foul. Cole just stood there. And Harden just went right into him for his second personal.
Good anticipation by Cole. That's an easy call.
And again, his feet are not set, but he got into the path of the offensive player. You don't have to be stationary to draw the charge. Nick Collison checks in. Derek Fisher also in for Oklahoma City. James Jones returns for Miami. 11-point game, final minute, third quarter. Jones on the drive. Fisher stays right with him. Jones' shot is good. Off the dribble. And James Jones with his first field goal.
And you rarely see James Jones shoot off the dribble.
Westbrook comes right back. Had to shoot quick. They went for the 2-for-1.
And that's his shot. He's a very good pull-up shooter. But Miami wants him shooting that shot versus attacking the rim. But that's been a great improvement in Westbrook's game.
Thunder do not have a foul to give here. James rifle pass to Haslam from the baseline. That won't go. Westbrook the rebound. 8 seconds left in the period. Westbrook puts up a three. Rebound nearly tipped by Sefolosha, and the third quarter comes to an end. It was a 12-point game at halftime. They cut it to 9 at one point, had a little momentum. LeBron James and the Heat up double figures as we head to the fourth. James had 12 points in the third period, 26 for the game. This presentation of the NBA Finals on ABC continues after this message and a word from our ABC.
What effect does playing from yet another big deficit have on this group?
Well, it's not good, but we're fighting. We're just fighting. I thought we did a better job in the third quarter, really attacking and looking for each other. We got to continue to do that, Doris.
How are they taking away your transition game, which was so effective in the first game?
Well, they're doing a great job of getting back. That's what they do, and we just have to make sure we get stops first and then run out.
Thanks. Mike.
All right, Doris. They actually outscored Miami by just one, though, in that third quarter. After trailing by a dozen at halftime. Westbrook with Chalmers on in. The pull-up jump shot. Russell Westbrook. He's got 20.
Big-time pull-up. Very good individual defense by Chalmers. If you're Miami, that's the shot you have to live with.
Westbrook was 1 for 10 at one point. He's 6 for the past 9. Cole, the drive, goes right into Collison. Offensive foul. Nick Collison making the impact as he did in the fourth quarter of game one.
Again, good rotation over. Dead charge. Collison sacrificing his body.
Picked up by Bosch. Derek Fisher for three. Haslam battling for the rebound, falling down. And here comes Wade. Nine-point game. Wade, the floater, gets it to go again. Wade with 19.
On the last play, Chalmers hurt himself a little bit with a great blockout of Westbrook, who's trying to crash from the perimeter.
Fisher the drive, gets it to Westbrook, and then Fisher runs into Westbrook. Try again, shot clock at 4. Westbrook fires away, won't go, rebound up in the air. Haslam comes away, knocked away by Durant. So that's going to be 5 on Durant, unless they call it on Collison, but I don't think so. Nope. 5 fouls on Durant with 10:31 remaining and his team down 11.
Yeah, pursuing for the offensive board, reaches, and it's so enticing to go for it. But clearly a foul across the wrist. And Scott Brooks leaving him in. Down 11, at home. Some would say rolling the dice. I don't look at it that way. I look at it as a prudent, smart basketball decision to give your team the best chance it has to win.
Wade in and out. It's again. Bosch keeps it alive. 14 rebounds for Chris Bosch. Fisher on Wade. Cole able to track it down. Shot off at 8. Brown wanted to travel. 4 to shoot. Wade slips, falls down. Fisher jumps on him, and a foul on Fisher. He doesn't like the call as Wade falls down, and with 2.5 remaining, Fisher picks up the personal.
Well, Wade is stumbling and bumbling on a wet spot. Fisher just sort of falls on him. And that's a tough call.
It is. I mean, he falls on him as Bosch with the hustle play here. But that happens all the time. It becomes a rugby scrum when anybody falls on the floor.
And Bosch's effort on the offensive board and pursuing back has been tremendous. And I like this going to Bosch some to give him some opportunities to attack.
Bosch attacks there and draws the foul, so he'll go to the line for 2.
He's so hard to defend right there because he's got the 17-foot jump shot. You have to react to his shot fake, and then he drives it. He's a great free throw shooter. Tremendous shot fake by Bosch. Drives it right, draws the contact.
Free throws, Heat 15 of 17. This will be their 18th free throw, which equals the number they took in game 1. Again, their goal in each game is 30. That one goes. ABC Monday, the Glass House puts the lives of 14 contestants in your hands. The game played by them, but they are played by you. The Glass House series premiere Monday after The Bachelorette on ABC. The refs hearing it from the crowd with 9:35 remaining, and their team down by 12. Oklahoma City has not lost at home in these playoffs, but they're in a big hole right now. And they've got their best player playing with 5 fouls. Good ball denial from Chalmers. It's hard to try to go backcourt. Chalmers bumps into him. Harden on the drive. Offensive foul on Harden. Chalmers really played him aggressively physical, and he draws the offensive foul. That one looked like a tough one.
Well, Harden was flopping around, trying to exaggerate the contact. A pretty good individual defense by Chalmers. 50-50 type of call. I like how Chalmers has guarded the ball here in this game much better than in some previous games.
Bosch, tough shot falling away, and Fisher the rebound. Thunder desperate to get a run going. Collison, a hard screen. Durant a 3. Gets it to go. Right back to 10. Kevin Durant with 19. It's been a struggle for Durant in foul trouble much of the game. Chalmers for 3. Rebound Durant. Drives on Battier. Throws it down. Kevin Durant. And it's an 8-point game. Timeout Miami.
Thanks for watching ESPN on ABC, home of the NBA Finals.
Kevin Durant has obviously found the range here in the second half. 6 for 6 in the third and fourth quarter so far.
And Scott Brooks kept him in with 5 fouls. Battier a count late, but a well-contested 3. Look at how Battier puts his hand right into the line of vision of Durant. Durant not affected and knocks it in. And then in transition, when most people come down, Kevin Durant keeps extending and finishes with a beautiful dunk.
Battier even has his hand in his face. Well, he'd get a lot of votes here in Oklahoma City, that's for sure. A 17-point lead has been cut to 8. Still 8 minutes remaining. Harden picks up James.
They're trying to get that same switch of Durant on James.
James short, rebound Collison.
And Mike, Kevin Durant for president. The president's brother-in-law is here tonight.
Harden to the basket. This is the closest they've been since the opening minutes.
And they've got to get back. Miami does to moving the ball and moving themselves.
Inside Wade, stripped but fouled as Collison hit him, and Wade will go to the line.
And they got the switch right there. Great left to right crossover by Harden, pass Bosh, helped a little late. And nice finish on the other end. Westbrook made a gamble off of Wade to try to steal the pass to James, and it cost him.
Well, Wade to the free throw line. Boy, is it loud in here. That ends a 7-0 run. Now remember, earlier in this playoffs, the Thunder against Dallas, they were down 7 with 2.5 to play in game 1 against the Mavs, won that game. Down 7 with 2 to go against the Lakers, game 2, won that game. They are never out of it. Westbrook with Battier on him. Drives to the basket, kicks it out. Fisher for 3. Short. Westbrook tips it, goes to Wade.
And great effort by Battier. Tried to take the charge, got back up, tipped the defensive rebound to Wade.
Wade telling Chalmers to go through. Back out to Battier. Threw it behind him. Shot clock at 7. James looks up at the shot clock. James on the drive. Inside pass and thrown down by Bosh. Crowd wanted a charge, but that was a flop. 9-point game with 6.5 to play. Westbrook inside Durant. He got hit hard. And Durant will go to the line. He's only been there twice tonight.
In the previous play, late in the shot clock, Westbrook, good individual defense, probably a little bit of a flop, and James finds Bosh as Collison rotates up. But at the other end, the Westbrook-Durant pick and roll. They got a basket in the first half on it. Here they get into the free throw line. Miami's got to recognize that pick and roll and rotate earlier to Durant across the lane and make him play to the weak side.
Durant 2 for 2. He's got 23 points. 7 here in the fourth quarter. Still plenty of time remaining. Harden on James. Durant with the 6 fouls. It was Cephalosha who was in the game down the stretch in game 1. Harden's out there now. Collison with the tip, picked up by Durant. Westbrook, one man to beat, but it's James. Puts it in and a foul. What a play from Westbrook, and it's a 5-point game.
And this is when Oklahoma City's at its best. Chalmers with the baseline drive, the turnover, and then Westbrook drives it straight through LeBron James's body, takes a little contact, the beautiful left-hand finish, and now it's a 4-point game with 6 to go.
4th foul on LeBron James. We talked about Westbrook. He uses that left hand so well. He writes with his left hand. Boy, does he finish with his left hand. Wade banks it in. Tough shot from Wade. He's got 22. With crowd standing, they stood in most of the fourth quarter the other night. Harden drives on Bosh, goes right at him and puts it in. Aggressive move from Harden. He's got 21 off the bench.
And right now, Oklahoma City's attacking Miami the way Miami attacked them earlier in the game.
Collison just had that deflection. 5 to shoot. Chalmers back to Battier. Battier for three. Oh, he banks it in. Battier. It looks like it was way too strong, and it was. But he gets it to go for his 5th three-pointer. Second straight game, Battier 17 in the finals. Durant will try and answer, and does! 7 for 7 in the second half. James foul as Collison hit him. A good hard playoff foul from Nick Collison, and James will shoot 2.
But at the other end, you cannot give help off Kevin Durant when the ball's coming at him. You have to resist that temptation. That 3, cut it to 4. Don't be the one not to pass to Kevin Durant. He's made 7 in a row. Don't be that guy.
And Durant playing with 5 fouls. He picked up his 5th foul 90 seconds into the 4th quarter. And his team down by 11. Scott Brooks kept him in there. As James hits 2 big free throws there. 28 points for LeBron James. Westbrook, again, after a slow start, he was 1 for 10 at one point. 7 for his last 11. Wade on Durant, drives, puts it up, shot won't go, rebound James.
And Wade played him much different than he did in game 1. He crowded into his airspace and made Durant drive the ball.
And his first miss of the second half, he was 7 for 7. As we come up on 4 minutes remaining. Battier. Durant had to get away with the fouls. Bosh for 3. That won't go. Westbrook on the weak side. Westbrook pushing. Penetrates. Pulls up. Bank shot. Misses. And James with his 7th rebound. Harden wanted a foul. As he got in front of James. Battier sets a screen. James goes at Durant. Blocked by Ibaka. His 5th of the game. Here comes Westbrook. And good defense. Excellent transition hustle from Miami. Still Thunder ball. As Sefolosha is now going to come into the game. And Fisher will sit down.
Good job by Kevin Durant. Pulling his hands back, knowing that Ibaka is coming. And they double block that. And if you're guarding Sefolosha right now, it's Dwayne Wade. You have got to be giving complete help.
Durant drives. A blocking foul called on Battier. Late whistle, but Battier tried to draw the 6th foul on Durant. Instead, he picks up the personal. That's a big call as Battier picks up his 3rd and Durant to the line. Boy, that's very close. A tough call. Is he sliding a little bit as Durant after he went up? We're watching it in slow motion and still undecided, unless you're already decided. Durant misses the free throw.
As the great Rasheed Wallace would say, the ball don't lie on that missed free throw by Durant. But to me,
but that's the one that you normally don't like.
Those are such 50-50 calls. And if you don't know, I don't care if they make no call on that.
That one bounces around the rim. 5-point gain with 3:20 to play. Sefolosha back in. He's guarding Wade. Harden is guarding LeBron James. Durant on Battier with his 5 fouls. Durant, by the way, has only fouled out twice in his career. Last time was back in 2010.
Bosh has to do a better job of setting more solid screens.
Wade, tough shot falling away. Gets the soft bounce. Wade's been terrific. 24 points, 10 of 20 from the field. It's back to 7.
And that was just a random cut that bailed him out.
Westbrook trying to draw a foul. Bosh is on him now. Westbrook drives to the basket. Layup, banks it in. They will not go away.
if I was Ibaka, I'd start trying to take away that pass to Bosh when they dribble it down and deny that.
Ibaka picks up James, knocked away, stolen by Durant. Here comes Westbrook. Chalmers behind him with the steal. Good hustle from Chalmers, a huge defensive play right there.
That's great effort by Chalmers, and someone's got to be talking to Westbrook, but it's so loud, I don't know if he would have been able to hear it anyway.
Under 2 to play, shot clock at 5, Battier fakes, Battier drives, inside to Wade, stripped. 3 on 2, Durant drives at James, up and under, fouled, puts in, what a shot from Russell Westbrook, and a timeout Miami. Westbrook looks exhausted as it's a 3-point game with 1:47 remaining.
Well, Miami's had a couple shaky offensive possessions where they've wound the clock down. Good strip on Wade, and then Durant misses a tough reverse, but followed up by Westbrook. This shows you what a dynamic athlete Russell Westbrook is.
ESPN's presentation of the 2012 NBA Finals on ABC.
LeBron James with his 5th consecutive 30-point game, 8th in his last 9, and this was a huge and difficult shot. 30 points, 10 for 10 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. And Miami with a little breathing room, right? Oklahoma City, are they looking for threes right away?
You're going to attack the rim, try to draw the foul, and if not, be looking to spot for 3.
Durant does attack the rim and scores quickly, and that makes it 5 again.
And I don't think you should necessarily foul right away. Trap.
And Miami calls one of their final 2 timeouts.
And they have 6 to get it across, so they have to take it out in the backcourt right now unless they want to use their last timeout to then advance it to the front court.
We'll be back Heat ball when we return. Heat up by 5, 48.5 seconds remaining. They have the ball in the backcourt, down to 1 timeout left, but have 6 to get it across the timeline. Fisher on Wade, splits the defense, knocked away, stolen by Fisher. Harden ahead to Sefolosha, back to Westbrook. Durant puts up a 3, bang! Kevin Durant makes it a 2-point game. They don't have to foul, 35 seconds remaining. A huge steal from Oklahoma City.
But I would go earlier. There's no sense winding the clock down.
James puts up a 3, off the mark. Bosh tips it out, picked up by Sefolosha. And a timeout called by the Thunder with 12.3 remaining. And they call timeout as soon as they got the rebound so they can advance the ball on this timeout.
Well, Wade did a good job initially of trying to beat the pressure, but good deflection by Fisher. Slow recovery. Bosh misses the steal. Durant knocks in their 3 to cut it to 2.
The Thunder now within 2 with the ball with 12.3 remaining.
Well, again, the turnover. Bosh makes a good effort, but lunges by him, and Durant knocks in the 3. And right now, Mike, you have to be worried if you're Miami about giving up a 3 on help. That could lose the game.
They have a foul to give. Durant on the drive, shot short. Westbrook lost it. James has it, and they foul James. Durant wanted a foul. And now James will go to the free throw line with 7.1 remaining. He has not missed a free throw tonight. He's 10 for 10.
Well, that was a good, quick play by Fisher to Durant. A little contact. Westbrook, little contact on his offensive rebound. Looked like James may have hit his wrist.
There seemed to be the contact on Durant as he put up the shot. Crowd simply thought so. Huge free throws here that could make it a 2-possession game. Knocks down the first. Now 11 for 11. Let's look at it again. I think that's a foul.
I'm not sure on that one.
James, 2 clutch free throws there, and now it's a 4-point game with 7.1 remaining. What a terrific comeback from Oklahoma City, but real resiliency from Miami. They lead by 4. Thunder ball when we return. Thunder now down by 4 with 7.1 remaining. They were down by 2, had a chance to tie it in the final seconds on this play.
And if you watch this here, that's illegal contact. That's a foul. At that angle, there's no question that's a foul. And then Westbrook with the great effort on the second shot.
Thunder to inbound. Westbrook turns, fires, puts it up. Going to be way short. Bosh the rebound, and that will do it. As Fisher looks in play, and Miami evens up the NBA Finals. First home loss of the playoffs for the Thunder. A wire-to-wire victory for the Heat. And the series heads to Miami, all tied up at 1 game apiece. Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, magnificent in the comeback trail. They cut a 13-point fourth-quarter lead down to 2, but couldn't finish it off. And much of it because of the terrific play of LeBron James. 32 points, huge free throws. He's with Doris.
LeBron, what allowed this team to withstand such a furious rally from Oklahoma City?
I think it's just everything we've been through in the postseason. We've been down. We withstand rallies. And, you know, the good thing about it, when they score, we didn't get our head down. We just got back on offense and started to execute. So it's a great team that we're going against. So we're going to need every effort, every play. And it's going to take all the way down to those zeros on that clock to get a win.
What have you discovered defensively that helped you win this ball game?
I mean, well, they broke us down still off the bounce. We want to do a better job of trying to keep our chest in front of them, but we did a really good job of contesting their shots, more than we did in game 1, and it allowed us to get on the boards and get rebounds. So it's a tough team to guard off the bounce. They're so athletic, they're so quick, but you know, it's a good job by all of us defensively, and it's always good to get a win on the road.
You're asked so often, but down the stretch in the 4th period, the big basket, the couple free throws, as the clock winds down, what is going through your mind?
I'm slowing down. You know, the clock is going really fast up there, but I try to slow it down in my mind and get a good shot. I had a couple turnovers in the 4th quarter that I didn't like because I wasn't aggressive enough. So, you know, I was glad I was able to make a good bucket and some free throws down the stretch.
What kind of pressure do you think you placed on a young team in the finals for the first time, taking 1 year?
They're going to come back strong. You know, they're going to come back strong in our house, but we're glad we split and, you know, off to, you know, our arena where we're very good and our fans are looking forward to this.
Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Mike.
All right, Doris, the NBA Finals will go at least 5 games. Another big road win. They did it in Indiana trailing 2-1. They did it in Boston trailing 3-2. And they do it in Oklahoma City trailing 1-0 to even up these NBA Finals. A wire-to-wire win for the Miami Heat. We'll be right back.